The city of Esna, home to what remains of the temple of the ram-headed god Khnum, who fashioned all humanity, wildlife, and all other things upon his potter's wheel. Because of this trait, he was likened to the god Tatenen, the primordial earth at the beginning of creation. In a portion of a hymn carved on one of its interior columns, it speaks of him as follows. You are Tatenen, most distinguished of the gods. His activity is populating this land. The potter's wheel is before him, his hands do the modeling, and his fingers separate limbs. The breath of life, who enters into the body and sees inside the pregnant womb. Artisan of life, doctor of health, breath who attaches air to the womb, who births a son resembling his father, and distinguished men from women in their form. All of this entirely, he made it. There is no god who could do what he did. This august god, Khnum Ra, Lord of Esna. The temple was likewise dedicated to the goddess Neith, his wife, and of them both another inscription reads, It is the temple of the Father, and the temple of the Mother likewise. He who came about in the beginning is kept secret within it, the kind-hearted God, who comes to whomever calls him, who hears prayers of those on earth. He is called Tatenen by name. As he built humans, so he made the gods. He joined everybody upon his potter's wheel, through his handiwork. The mysterious one is therein, as the goddess together with him. As they came about, all that is came about. They who created the sky, who laid down the earth, who made all things through the creation of their heart. November 7th, 2025. Today we saw the temple of Khnum at Esna, and now as I write we're sailing off to Aswan. Khnum's temple, though small, since only its Roman hypostyle survives, rivals the other temples in regards to the variety of colors preserved, such as red, yellow, white, blue, green, and black, whereas Dendera was almost entirely blue and white, and the completeness of what remains, encompassing the entire ceiling and the top halves of every interior wall and column. Fitting that of all temples, Khnum's is most like a painting, the artisan of life, who birthed all colors. Behold, as for his majesty, he is vigilant in seeking every profitable occasion, by doing excellent things for his father, Horus, Lord of He, making for him his house of myriads of years, by excavating in this mountain of He, which no one before did, except the son of Amun. Inscription from the Temple of Abu Simbel. The Great Temple of Abu Simbel, carved directly into the face of a mountain, was built in the reign of Ramses the Great at the southernmost reaches of Egypt and within the realm of ancient Nubia, the land of gold. Made to aggrandize the power and military prowess of the pharaoh, its interior walls are carved with scenes of battle, most especially the Battle of Kadesh, fought in modern-day Syria against the Hittite Empire in the year 1275 BC, which was commemorated in the so-called Poem of Pentaur. A copy of it was carved at Abu Simbel, and the poem in various excerpts reads, "His Majesty proceeded northward, and later His Majesty arrived at the highland of Kadesh. Then His Majesty went forward like his father Montu, Lord of Thebes, and he crossed the ford of the Orontes. His Majesty reached the town of Kadesh. Now the wretched foe of Hatti was come, having gathered all foreign countries to the very ends of the sea. They covered the mountains and the valleys, for they were like the grasshoppers with their multitudes. His Majesty arose quickly, then he charged into the midst of the enemy, consisting of the foemen of Hatti, although he was alone by himself, without any other with him. When His Majesty went to look behind him, he found surrounding him 2,500 spans of chariotry in his way out, consisting of every warrior of the foemen of Hatti, together with the many foreign countries which were with them. Then His Majesty said, 'What is the matter, O my father Amun? Has a father ever forgotten his son? Or are these things which I am doing anything apart from thee? Have I not gone and stayed at thy command? Neither have I transgressed the plan which thou hadst ordained, nor have I deviated from thy plans. I have cried out unto thee, O my father Amun, for I am in the midst of a strange multitude whom I know not, all foreign countries which have united against me, while my numerous infantry has deserted me, and not one of my chariotry has glanced toward me. I cried out to them, but not one of them hearkened to me, alone among them when I called. I found that Amun was worth more to me than millions of infantry, or hundreds of thousands of chariotry, or 10,000 brothers and children, though they be united single-heartedly. Now, though I was praying from the very ends of foreign countries, yet my voice returned to Hermonthis, and I found Amun coming when I called to him. He cried out behind me, 'Straight on, forward, I am with thee, I am thy father. My hand is with thee, for I am worth more to thee than hundreds of thousands, and I am the strong lord who loves valor.' I found my heart stout, my courage in joy. Everything which I was doing came to pass, for I was like Montu, as I shot to my right and grappled to my left. I was like Set in his time before them. I found the 2,500 spans of chariotry, in whose midst I was, becoming heaps of corpses before my horses. Near to the Great Temple is the small temple of Abu Simbel, built in honor of the favorite wife of Ramesside, Nefertari, the most beautiful one. Upon its facade, one inscription reads, "A temple of great and mighty monuments, for the great royal wife Nefertari, beloved of Mut, for whose sake the very sun does shine, given life and beloved."